So we kick off today's episode. So welcome back to the We Are City channel, kicking off today's episode with Premier League action as we take on Wolves, who've had a bad transfer window really. We have signed Villarreal from Wolves and they have got a very weak side. I mean, look at that Wolves side, Jose Sangol, Doherty, Mosquera, they've brought a new centre-back. I mean, I don't know half the players in that Wolves side. John Harris has been brought in as well. Strand Larsen surprising the bench with Hungary Chan, the man who starts up top. No Hugo Bueno. But, I mean, they've got a 69 rated winger there, a 73 rated winger as well. It doesn't look like a strong side at all from them. No Joao Gomez also on the bench. They could be a relegation for a candidate for relegation this season. We go with James Trafford in goal. It's Vanderson, Cristiano Villarreal, and Ait the back four. I'm struggling with my words here to start today's episode. Captain Rodri and Tajani Reinders in the midfield too, with Ryan Ait in front. Ryan Cherky. There is another problem. And then it is Savinho and Doku in the wide areas with Haaland up top. No Marmoush, he's a little bit out of condition, so he's down on the bench today. So he's Foden. O'Reilly's on the bench as well, looking to obviously get these players involved, as always. Players that haven't played much games, many games of football. We have got Champions League action today's episode as well, coming up next. Let's start things off like we did the last episode. 3 games, 3 wins. That is the intention once again today. We're looking for another 3 points here, the Manchester City side. We have done really well actually coming back in the Premier League. And one thing I do want to say at the start of this episode that I didn't mention is that at the end of last episode we went on and got a really good result, a win away from home or at home in the Premier League. Arsenal dropped points. They actually got a defeat away from home at Brentford, the GTEC Community Stadium. A bit of a surprising result that one was, but it actually put us in a really good position. And after today's opening game here in the Premier League against Wolves, a win here today might just put us up and around near the top alongside that Wolves, alongside that Arsenal side, which would be really, really impressive. Into Savinho. That's the first challenge. Onto Doku. Flicked it wide to Ait. Pull back Ait into his former team here. Ait skips past one challenge. Ait brilliant. Pulled it back here. Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku! Blocked away. It was going in the bottom corner behind for a corner. Doku. Back to Reinders. Reinders still. Good feet from Reinders. Tajani Reinders! Oh, big save of the keeper again. Jose Siren away. Floored here by the Wolves, man. Quite in possession, but Kusanov is there to deal with it. He's made a big mistake here, Kusanov. And City in big trouble. Here's the wide man, Barnett. And Barnett hits one off the post. Trafford beaten. One back by Vanderson, the fullback. Vanderson in, blocked away again. It's another corner for City. Relying heavily on the crosses here today. Not really working. I'm going to swing this one in once more. Towards Haaland. Flicked it down. Chance for Cherky! Goal for Manchester City. Ryan Cherky with a finish. And we do have the lead here over Wolves. Celebrations of Pep Guardiola. Cross comes in from Ait. It's flicked on by Haaland. Cherky is there. Managed just to get in between the defender and goalkeeper on the flick on from Erling Haaland. It's a good header. And a really good finish by Ryan Cherky, who's proving to be a superstar in this City side. And we are going to make changes on that one. And here's going to be Doku for Omar Marmoush. Just going to swap him and Cherky's positioning round. Cherky in here. Marmoush up top. I think Phil Foden for Savinho will be the next change as well. But Doku's not been amazing so far this season. We're not particularly a transition side, City. We can play a transition. And Omar Marmoush on the transition. Strike and save by Sarr, but really good footwork from Omar Marmoush there. Oh, his first touch was meant to be a pass. He decided against it. He's going to win it back though. Fantastic work by Cherky into Ait. Now Silva. Erling Haaland. Marmoush. Back to Haaland here. Erling Haaland for 2. An assist from Marmoush. And Erling Haaland kills the game off. When it looked like Wolves could pounce and get it back into this, Haaland is there to make sure they don't. Good play. Little 1-2 in Marmoush by Erling Haaland here. Really nice movement. Bottom corner. Beats Jose Sarr. 2-0 Manchester City. Disappointed. Barnett comes off. Have we got any subs left in the tank? We do have one. It will be Vanderson out for Mateus Nunes. And we're just going to change the position of the team as well a little bit. Adiel slides in. It's past him. Into the box. Chance. Rodri's there. Rodri away. Full-time whistle will go away. 2-0 win for Manchester City despite the pitch issues. A win, which is big. Haaland and Cherky on the score sheet, and another clean sheet for that man between the sticks in James Trafford. And other results around the Premier League table. Liverpool are starting to find their form. A 3-win over Aston Villa there. Arsenal lose again. A 3-1 defeat to Crystal Palace, and Chelsea beat Man United, so it's all changed at the top. So we are top of the table, way ahead on goal difference because of our goals scored to goals against. Only 3 conceded so far this season. Only 1 defeat. Chelsea, the only undefeated side so far. But here's a title race between us, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool starting to work their way into it. Well, straight back into the Champions League action now for Manchester City. We go away to the south of Spain to face Villarreal here at the Estadio de la Ceramica. The two sides come out, City captained by Bernardo Silva, they captained by Gerard Moreno. In there for City, we've got Diogo Costa, of course, in goal. It's Ake partnering Ruben Diaz at the back with Van der Sar and Aït-Nouri in the full-back areas. The midfield of captain Bernardo Silva and Rodri, and in front it's Marmoush, Doku and Foden supporting Erling Haaland. A former Man United man in Eric Bailly in that Villarreal defence. I don't know where the new start Alberto Melero starts, I don't think so. Danny Parejo still in the team for Marcelino. Iliash also in there, as well as Jeremy Pino. Rodri again. Such a play by Rodri to Van der Sar. He's fired into the path of the Brazilian. Gets a crossing in there. Post here, Marmoush. Spectacular volley. Didn't quite catch it. And the goalkeeper tips it over the bar corner ball. Doku to Haaland. And Foden. And Van der Sar. And pulled back to Foden here. And Phil Foden blocked away by Erling Haaland of all people. Bernardo Silva. Terrible pass to Phil Foden by Bernardo. And the one-touch stuff from the opposition. A ball in behind Ruben Diaz. Wrong side of his man here, Diaz. A ball across the box, the far post. A chance here. Bernardo Silva gets a foot in. It's not enough. And Elias scores past Diogo Costa. And Villarreal have the lead here. Well, City's Champions League form is pretty poor. And it looks like it's going to continue. Way too easy. On the counter. Ruben Diaz slow. Bernardo Silva doesn't track. What a finish past Diogo Costa, the goalkeeper, who has not been near many strikes so far in the Champions League. Rodri, Haaland, Foden. Foden clattered into. Fouled again, Phil Foden. Keeps going, Van der Sar. Fouled again, referee! What is the point of me playing if you're going to let those fouls go? 3 or 4 fouls on Phil Foden there in quick succession. An advantage play that didn't come to anything. Oh, Haaland's nicked that. And Erling Haaland hits one here. What a cracker from Erling Haaland. Pouncing on a mistake from Villarreal. And City level 1-1. And a big strike from Erling Haaland. Opportunity arose here. They've been comfortable, really, Villarreal. A terrible pass here. Danny Parejo doesn't get there. Haaland gets there instead. I mean, what a hit by Erling Haaland. Him and Marmoush, I think we should really need to get on the edge of the box more. Taking shots. Because they've got the quality. And look at this Haaland here. From the edge of the box. Sets himself. Back of the net. Bernardo Silva. Right to rear Aït-Nouri. Into space of Aït-Nouri. Gets the ball. Aït-Nouri in. Marmoush with a header over the bar by Marmoush. I am unsure what to do with Doku, really. Marmoush. Referee! He's getting pushed and shoved all over the place there. And that's a frustration tackle from Diaz after that disgusting refereeing there against Omar Marmoush. Slammed into. Time and time again, the referee says no. Play on. Unbelievable. Foden wide to Aït-Nouri. Back to Foden. Cherky turns. Ryan Cherky! Saved by the keeper. That was the chance to win it. That was the chance. Full time. Villarreal. Manchester City 1. More points dropped to the Champions League. We have been very poor in European competition so far this season. Well, finally, in today's episode is Premier League action against West Ham United away from home. They make some interesting changes to the side. Former City man Jack Grealish doesn't start, he is on the bench. They go West Foderingham over Areola in goal. It's Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Kilman and Emerson in the back four. Guillermo Rodriguez and Andy Irving in the midfield too. Lucas Paquetá supports captain Gerard Bowen. Somerville and Nicholas Füllkrug in the attacking areas. They have made a sign of Callum Wilson as well. He's in the bench. Malik Diouf also on the bench. I'm surprised of some of the players that have been left out today for West Ham. As for us, we go with James Trafford in goal. It's Nunes, Diaz, Vardio and Aït-Nouri in the back four. Kovacic partners captain Rodri in the midfield too. It's Ryan Cherky, Foden and Savinho in behind. Omar Marmoush up top. Erling Haaland carrying a bit of a knock. He misses the game today, as does Abu Kadir Kusanov. Let's try and end the episode with 3 points here today. In the Premier League, we are top of the league, aren't we, on 20 points. It'd be interesting to see Jack Grealish come on and face his former side, if that is the case for West Ham, if he does come on for Graham Potter's team. The two sides in the tunnel ready to come out of the London Stadium. 3 points is what we want. 3 points is what we expect. But we know that West Ham will give us a tough game. That draw away at Villarreal, disappointing in European competitions, but in the Premier League, we've been relatively decent since we found our form. You know, he's expecting more game time, really. It's not quite happened yet for him, has it? Cherky. A wonderful poke through to Phil Foden here. With a bit of space. Phil Foden lets fly! Cracks the base of the post as Phil Foden. What a start that could have been for Manchester City. Corner ball. Right, here he goes short to Savinho. Right, Yuri, clip in here. Chance on the volley for Rodri, and he puts it just wide as the Spaniard. Ryan Cherky. Kovacic. Savinho. In by Nunez. There's Marmoush sliding in to stop it. Marmoush keeps it in. And again, and cleared away by West Ham. City surely should have a goal here so far. Cherky. Kovacic. Back to Cherky. Back to Kovacic. Off the post again for Manchester City and away by West Ham. Savinho. Nunez. Back here to Marmoush for a tap-in. 1-0 Manchester City. Omar Marmoush for the goal. Really good play by Savinho and Matheus Nunes. And City have the lead over West Ham. Good find. Good play through. Just before the goalkeeper Foderingham gets there, he pulls it back to Marmoush as a tap-in. Unselfish from Matheus Nunes. And City have a deserved lead here at the London Stadium. In far the better side, haven't we? Dominated. Wide area to Kovacic. Back out again, looking for players in the box. Yuri. Rodri. Nunez. Cherky. Cherky with the outside of the right foot. 2-0 City. He's going to be, I think, our player of the season, Ryan Cherky. I already can feel it. 2-0. Outside of the right boot he goes. And puts it right at the bottom corner. Fantastic finish. You'll see it here. It's class. Through the legs of Max Kilman possibly as well. From Ryan Cherky. I'll have to see this again. Oh, just over the leg. Nunez with his second assist of the game, by the way. Foden. Right, Yuri. In. Foden! Saved by the keeper. And away by West Ham and taken down by Cherky and wide towards Matheus Nunes. City counter again here. Matheus Nunes. Pep Guardiola wants his side to attack swiftly. Cherky. Chance for Savinho! He does get his goal, Savinho, 3-0. Well, it's good to see him get on the score sheet. Hopefully, that goal gives Savinho a world of confidence because he is a player that we could see on that right-hand side as a starter. He's got the quality. He's finishing, his passing's let him down. This touch and strike here is exactly what we want to see from Savinho. 3-0 Manchester City. We've not even hit half time yet. Into Foden. A little bit wide for Phil Foden. Kovacic. Foden. Across the box to Savinho. It's an own goal by West Ham. It's 4-0. They look a very poor side, West Ham. And it's Mavropanos now with the own goal. Just knocked the ball around so well. So fluid. Kovacic onto Phil Foden. Gonna go towards Savinho. Mavropanos puts in his own net for 4. Runners, supporters. In behind to Savinho here. Into Wan-Bissaka. Past him, brilliant. Rico Lewis. Marmoush pokes it in for 5. Brilliant by Manchester City. What a performance in the Premier League. Well, our Premier League and Champions League performances, there's so big of a difference between them, which is very frustrating. But the Premier League, fantastic. I mean, Savinho is skipping past Wan-Bissaka. Rico Lewis in there. Tap towards Marmoush. Slides it at the bottom corner for 5-0. Savinho. Cherky. Over top to Bobby here. Takes it round Emerson brilliantly. Bob into the middle. Marmoush waiting for the hat-trick. Flying challenge stops it from going in there. Bob goes and wins it back anyway. Rico Lewis. Savinho. Touch. Hit! Savinho! Saved by Foderingham and away by West Ham. Back across his own box here. John Stone, a bit of a mistake with Trafford. But the referee blows the full-time whistle. We end the episode with a big 5-0 win. Wonderful performance from Cherki, Savinho, Foden and Omar Marmoush, which is very positive signs going to the next episode, where hopefully we can take that Premier League form into the Champions League. Please do like the video if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Do comment if you want any questions as always, and we'll see you guys next time.